Are you ready to listen to words which will result in smiles and giggles? Good. It's The Wireless Show. All sketches written by Tom Critch, Rob Dean and Matt Gabrielli, performed by Tom Critch, Rob Dean, Matt Gabrielli, Gary Lunt and Jamie Williamson, and edited by Gary Lunt. We'll see you on the other side.
Hello and welcome to St. Luke's Hospital Radio. I'm Rory McDermott and I'll be staying with you all through the night shift. I'll be here till 4 a.m. playing the best of 80s, 90s and now. Whilst the rest of the hospital sleeps, we'll be rocking the Casbah at Club Tropicana like it's 1999. But as it is nighttime, I must ask that you wear headphones and be mindful of those in the beds around you. Now, Jane has emailed the show and asked me to play a song for her dad, Philip, who has Alzheimer's. I think I speak for everyone when I say that Alzheimer's really is the Piers Morgan of neurological conditions. So, Philip, this is for you, if you're listening and know what's going on. Here's Adele with Don't You Remember?
O wise and mighty sorcerer, I have travelled many days and nights to find you. I have faced countless mortal dangers to stand at the foot of your bed.
Why have you come?
To fulfill the prophecy that a great warrior will undertake a perilous journey to find a weapon destined to free his people from evil.
Can you say that again? I wasn't listening.
Most powerful sorcerer, you foretold of this prophecy over 500 years ago.
Was I pissed?
Well, I don't know.
Was there a clause at the bottom? Little post-it note with terms and conditions?
I don't know, I haven't read it. It was handed down to me by my father, and by his father, who carved the words into a hide of a great elder beast.
My wife looked like an elder beast. Second wife, that is. Third wife was an elder beast, I think.
Look, all I want to do is find a weapon that will lead my people out of darkness. You understand?
Ah, wait, yes. That's ringing a bell. The prophecy, of course. Now, you must venture to the Shadowlands.
Yes, good. Tell on, O sorcerer, to the Shadowlands.
Then you want to take a right. Go straight on, there'll be some industrial wasteland on your left, Frankie and Benny's on the other side. You want to follow this path to where the sun meets the horizon.
And there I shall find the weapon that will free my people?
No. There you'll find a mailbox services business. You want to go in, ignore the little patronizing shit behind the counter. He knows nothing. Within, you will find my safety deposit box. Now, inside the box...
is the weapon?
No. Inside is a pen drive, which will have all my prophecies stored on it. Now, you'll need my password to gain entrance. Hang on, I wrote it down somewhere. Bloody thing, sure I had it. No, hang on. I wrote the password in mystic runes.
Where can I find these runes?
On the arsehole of my cat.
You wrote them on the... Of course you did. Right, where's the cat?
I ate him.
You ate him?
He was always looking at me cockeyed.
This is a waste of time.
Wait! Of course, now I remember. I've been so foolish, old man.
What?
I've left the bloody oven on. Oh, just as well. I'll be buggered if I can remember that mailbox outlet's opening hours.
This is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot calling. This is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot calling.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. Do you copy? Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. Evening, sir. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. Evening, Roger. Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. How are you? Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. All right. Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. Good. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. How are you this evening? Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. I'm not bad. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. Are you on the boat? Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. I. You. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. I.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. You forgot to say over. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. Apologies. Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. The sea is calm tonight.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. I. Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. I. Over.
Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa. Do we have to keep saying Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot, this is Romeo Alpha Papa, or Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot every time before we speak? Over.
Romeo Alpha Papa, this is Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot. I guess not, but you still need to say over. Over.
Aye, of course I'll still say over. Over.
I. Over.
What's in your packed lunch tonight? Over.
Muller Corner. Over.
What flavour? Over.
Strawberry. Over.
I like the ones with the little chocolate balls. Over.
Yes, I'm a big fan of the little balls myself. Over.
Aye. Over.
What's in your packed lunch? Over.
Falafel and hummus, red cabbage flatbread. Over.
Waitrose.
No, made it myself from a Jamie Oliver recipe. Over.
He's put a bit of weight on, hasn't he? Over.
Aye. Over.
Here, Sam. What are you wearing? Over.
Jumper. Over.
Nice. Over.
What are you wearing? Over.
Jumper. Over.
Nice. What colour is it? Over.
Green. Over.
That matches your eyes. Over.
Thank you. What you got underneath your jumper? Over.
Thermal vest. Over.
Nice. Over.
What are you wearing underneath your jumper? Over.
Nothing. Over.
Naughty. Over.
I've been a very naughty fisherman. Over.
Have you? Over.
I. Over.
What have you done? Over.
Sometimes, when I'm feeling very naughty, I've just caught a fresh batch of cod, and I'm well over the EU regulations, and I'm supposed to throw some of the cash back in the water. I get naked on the boat, and I roll around with the fish, flapping around like I'm one of the fish, a big, bad, sexy, naughty fish. Over.
You filthy beast. Over.
Have you been naughty? Over.
Aye. Over.
What have you done? Over.
Sometimes, when I make love to my wife, I think of you. Over.
That sounds a bit gay if you ask me, Sam. Over.
Good morning, class. Peterson, get off the desk. Smith, stop using a lighter and a deodorant can as a homemade flamethrower. You'll set the fire alarm off. Again. Johnson, if you want to give your use a homemade tattoo, you do it in your own time, not mine. Right now, class, if you could all turn to page... Hang on. Jones, what have you got there?
Nothing, sir.
I wasn't born yesterday. Bring it to the front of the class. I see. Do you think this is an appropriate item to have in a classroom?
Well, I just
Speak up!
No, sir.
Right. Are you going to explain to the class what this is, or am I?
It's War and Peace, sir.
Speak up!
It's War and Peace by Tolstoy, sir.
War and Peace by fucking Tolstoy. And what's it doing in my classroom?
Nothing, sir.
Don't lie to me, Jones.
I was going to read it, sir.
Oh, were you? You were just going to sit and read one of the greatest novels ever written in the middle of my English lesson.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
It's a hardback edition as well. You could have had someone's eye out with that.
Sorry, sir.
I wouldn't mind, but this isn't the first time, is it? I caught you with a load of sonnets last week. I don't know. Why can't you watch porn on your mobile phone like a normal child? School is about fitting in and keeping your head down. If you want to educate yourself and improve your knowledge of the human condition, I suggest you do that in your own time, not mine.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm keeping this. If you want it back, you can collect it at 3 p.m.
But, sir...
But nothing. Sit back down. Now, class, back to today's lesson. Please turn to page 129. Today we'll be learning which emojis to use when your best mate has gone on a date with someone on Tinder and it hasn't gone quite the way they planned. Jones, seeing as you enjoy reading so much, perhaps you could start by reading out the first line.
Winky face, smiley face, sheep, sad face, swirl of poo.
Welcome to 5 Live. Now it's time for a show with hours of airtime to fill and very little material, or as we like to call it, phone in. Today we want to hear your views on the killer question: if the baby Jesus was born today, would he be obese? Call, text and tweet us with your views. I've got Barry on the line. How are you, Barry?
Hi, Barry.
Yes. What is your view on our hot topic today?
I've not got an erection.
Right. Of course, our hot topic today is if baby Jesus was born today, would he be obese? Great, that was Barry. A few of you have texted in. Sally from Milton Keynes, for example, says the baby Jesus would have been fat because he would have had all the halal to eat. Food for thought.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Got my drink, got my ticket to see Moonraker, special anniversary screening on the big screen, got my emergency stash of wine gums.
Gary, come with me if you want to live.
Oh, hey Tom, how are you?
Gary, what would you say if I told you I've come from the year 2035, where the machines have taken over, and that you are humanity's last hope of survival, and that I've travelled back in time to stop a killer robot from murdering you?
I'd say that's some pretty clunky exposition. Hey, is that why you're wearing an eye patch? And why you've only got one arm?
I don't have time to explain. I lost my eye in a fight with a killer drone. I had to saw my own arm off with my house key when I got trapped under a rock whilst fleeing murderous robots.
Actually, that explains it perfectly. Righto, I'm off. The film's about to start.
Gary, you can't see that film.
Look, Tom, I know you're not a big fan of Moonraker, but I happen to like it, and besides, I've already gotten a ticket.
We don't have time for this. The robots are coming to kill you.
Oh, look, there's Matt. Hi, Matt. Why are you carrying a shotgun? Are you coming to watch? Quick, run!
Destroy!
Oh, why is Matt shooting at us?
That isn't Matt. That's a killer robot sent here from the future to kill you, which looks like Matt. The Matt you knew is dead.
Did the robots kill him?
No. He gets hit by a bus in 18 months' time. Damn fool wasn't looking where he was going.
Funny, I always imagined he would die like that. Classic Matt. What are we going to do about the killer robot?
The only thing we can do. Stop the Uprising.
Hey, that'd actually be a really good name for a film. Right, let's do this.
No, wait!
Destroy!
This is Tom to base camp. Yeah, it happened again. We'll have to go back further in time. Well, I don't know, are there any years a Bond film wasn't released at the cinema?
2002, Die Another Day, doesn't count due to shitness.
Police officers. Walking, talking symbols of why it's a really good idea not to stick a knife in anyone's face. We see them every day. But what's the reality for a Bobby on the beat? In this week's edition of And Who the Frig Are You? We'll be speaking to PC Jeff Wode. Constable Wode, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to us.
Always happy to give the general public a greater understanding of the services they pay for.
Now, that's an interesting accent. Where does your family hail from?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Fascinating. Have you many relations out there in Ecuador?
There is my cousin, Signore Wode, who works as an attaché to the Ecuadorian Prime Minister. Also, 2 judges, 6 mimes, a dinner lady, and a professional judge impersonator.
Now, you were just telling me a rather exciting incident that happened last week, weren't you?
Yes, we received several phone calls, anonymous I might add, about a dirty bomb threat.
Gosh.
Indeed. The phone calls indicated a flat in the centre of town in which several suspicious characters had been seen carrying black bowling balls, sticks of TNT and bits of string. Put them together and you have the basic bomb-making ingredients.
Now, Constable, can you tell us what distinguishes a dirty bomb from a clean one?
A dirty bomb, quite simply, is an explosive device that is handled by those who do not have adequate food hygiene training and will assemble the bomb with no thought for cleanly practice.
So what action did you take?
I drove out to the property and attempted to assess the situation, but when I arrived, I found certain discrepancies.
Such as?
Not only was there no dirty bomb, but there was no flat. The property at the address was in fact a lake, which I ascertained almost immediately.
Prank calls. Tut tut.
Precisely. Somebody had been having a bit of a giggle at Her Majesty's police force.
What a stupid thing to do. God, it really makes me mad just thinking about it. Some cowering turd, probably on benefit, ringing up the police because he's got nothing better to do. That must really get your goat.
Aggression is part of human nature. We as police officers are not immune to these emotions. Just last weekend, my wife and I had set aside all of our Sunday to watch an entire Good Life box set. But upon reaching the climax of the series, we realised the final disc in the box set was scratched, rendering us unable to view episodes 264 to 985. Now, my wife is a patient woman. She can stand back and take a measured view of the circumstance. I, on the other end, caused £3,000 worth of damage to our house. In the end, it took 5 of my fellow officers to subdue me.
Constable Woad, what criminal act would you say is the most prevalent in Great Britain today?
Duck bashing.
Tell us more.
We've had numerous reports of individuals coming across a member of the duck community and subjecting it to extreme verbal prejudice.
And what kind of things are they saying?
Oh, it varies. Big-faced wanker. Get back to your own country, you waddling turd. Ear mate. Your nature's vuvuzela. Really quite disgusting.
Terrible. Some days must be very hard.
When I see a family of ducks driven from their natural habitat by hostility and unwanted prejudice, I am not ashamed to say I put on my wife's dressing gown and weep profusely to the soundtrack of My Sister's Keeper.
And what would you say is the most rewarding thing about being a police officer?
Pulling over speeding ice cream vans and then putting as many Cadbury flakes into my mouth as humanly possible. I currently hold the record at 17.
Constable Woad, it's been a pleasure. Join us next week for another edition of And Who the Frig Are You? We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news. Our reporter in the field, Gary Lunt, has an exclusive report for us. Gary?
Matt, I'm standing here on the banks of the River Mersey and what can only be described as a giant sea monster has risen from the depths and is now looming over Liverpool. People have gathered all along the promenade to welcome the Colossus with open arms.
Someone stove his head in. He's come to kill us all.
Can you describe what it is you're seeing, Gary?
Well, you know, Godzilla
Yep.
looks nothing like that.
And what is the creature doing, Gary?
Well, to me it seems like he's trying to decide which direction he should go in. You know that look old men have in supermarkets?
Has anyone tried communicating with the creature, Gary?
No, but hang on a minute. I'll just stand on this bench. Excuse me, can you just... What? I don't care if you're feeding pigeons. There's a bloody sea monster up there, love. Shift it. Hello up there. Excuse me. Hello, you there?
Hello.
Gary Lunt, Wireless FM. Can we have 5 minutes of your time, please?
Where did you say you were from?
Wireless FM. We're an online radio station.
Do you know Mark Kermode?
No, sorry.
No, I like Mark Kermode.
Sir, I was wondering if,
Miss,
Sorry?
I'm female. What do you think these ovary sacs are for? Ping pong?
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, Miss...
Aubrey?
Miss Aubrey, could you tell our listeners what is your purpose in rising from the depths?
He's come to kill us all. We're all gonna die.
Sir, would you please put your trousers back on?
It's the devil. The devil's risen to kill us all.
I'm pretty sure he's not the devil. You're not the devil, are you?
Devil who?
No, the devil, as in Lord of Hell, Father of Lies, the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, you mean Phil?
Phil?
Yeah, my mate Phil. He calls himself the Prince of Darkness, lives next door.
Is he red and has horns and carries a big fork?
No, he's a mollusk. He's pretty evil, though, or racist. Hates prawns.
Oh, right. So you haven't come to destroy us all and wipe out life as we know it on Earth?
I hadn't planned on it, no.
So what brings you to these parts?
I come to these shores to rap.
I'm sorry?
Let me demonstrate. Right, it's Gojira, I couldn't be clearer. I drop rap bombs till you hear Hiroshima. I'm atomic, I'm semi-aquatic. I rock it when I bust a move because I'm animatronic. I'm Bowser, I'll wow you, destroy your houses. So cower, I call this Harryhausen. I spit hot rhymes with my laser breath. Walter White should have kept on making meth. I battled Kong, both Donkey and King. I represent the rubble pile that was once Beijing. King of the sequels, action figurine. The inside of my wallet's like my skin, green.
That is fun. Wow! And there you have it, listeners. The world's only rapping sea monster. And a scouser, no less. Whatever next?
My brother Hillary can juggle sperm whales.
Oh, imagine that. Back to you in the studio.
Hey, you're listening to St. Luke's Hospital Radio. That was Elton John and Kiki D with Don't Go Breaking My Heart, dedicated to Mary, who's recovering from a cardiac arrest.
Okay, we should be safe in here. For now.
Bloody zombies. I tell you, this camping/dogging holiday has gone right off the boil for me.
The undead are destroying the human race. I've been waiting my whole life for this. I knew that film degree wasn't in vain. I've seen every zombie film there is. Don't worry, I've got it all worked out.
Okay, then what do?
We need to get somewhere safe and dramatic, like an army base or a carpet right.
Well, that would be swell, but there aren't either of those on the Isle of Man, which is where we are.
Damn you, Isle of Man!
So what's plan B?
That was plan B. Plan A was to feed you to them and run away.
Wow, that is great leadership there, Brigadier Lunt. Thank Yahweh, I have a plan. We'll get past that horde of undead abominations, no problem.
Great. What do?
We dress up as mummies.
Mummies?
Mummies are like kings of the zombies. We put on some bandages, go out there, and live like pharaohs.
Yes. That is brilliant.
You see those conveniently placed bandages over there? Get them on.
Right, Tom, let's do this.
Don't call me Tom. Call me Ramhotep the Ninth. And try to act regal. Let's go.
Brains. Would you like some brains, my liege?
Yes, we demand brains. We want the finest brains available to humanity. We want them here, and we want them now. And some sandwiches.
And I demand you build me a pyramid with a Nintendo.
Your wish is our command.
You know what, Ramhotep 9? Maybe this zombie apocalypse won't be so bad after all.
My lord, we have a gift for you.
Sandwiches done already? Oh, smashing.
I hope you enjoy them.
Oh, delicious. What is that? Is that ham and piccalilli?
No, Your Highness, it's brains.
Like I said, delicious.
So, it won't be so bad after all,
Yeah, there may be some light cannibalism, but hey, at least we're alive.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And to be honest, this brain baguette isn't bad.
Tastes like survival.
Still, how can we live with the fact that our loved ones have all been killed for food and reanimated as mindless abominations?
Sire, your Nintendo is ready.
Ooh, sweet! Gary, you can be Luigi. Yes, Doctor! We've done it! We've really done it!
Good work, Tom. Couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks, Doctor.
Finally, our work is done. For years, I believed the world is a figment of my imagination and that people cease to exist when I'm not around to observe them. And now we have proof. If this doesn't get me invited to the Nobel Prize after party, then nothing will.
Doctor?
I can see it now. My face on £20 notes, a statue of me at the University of Cardiff. Maybe they'll even name this day after me. Put this date on your calendar, Tom. From now on, the 25th of December will be known as Dr. Angelos J. Werbenheimer Day.
Doctor!
What?
There's something wrong with the results. It's not quite as we expected. You were right about the universe being a hallucination, but it's not your hallucination. It's someone else's.
What? Whose is it?
Someone called Sean Connery.
The Sean Connery?
I don't know. I've never heard of him. Is he famous?
Yes, Tom, quite. Sometimes I forget you're just a robot programmed to assist me in the lab with no knowledge of the outside world.
What's a robot?
Never mind that now, Tom. We've got to find Sean Connery. Thank you for seeing us at such short notice, Sir Sean.
It's no problem, Doctor. Merry Christmas to you and your robot friend. Now, what you're telling me comes as no surprise. I've suspected that I was the only real person alive since I was a small boy.
Ah, a fellow solipsistic.
Yes, Vice President of the Scottish Solipsism Society. C'est la vie, as they say in Spain. So, what happens now?
Well, now we put you on display at the New York Museum of Science, where you'll spend your twilight years scrambling around in a cage for the amusement of tourists. What do you say, Mr. Connery? Mr. Connery?
I think he's dead, Doctor.
My God. He was fine a second ago. What happened?
I've not had time to do a proper examination, but it looks like myocardial infraction caused by hypertension.
Rest in peace.
So what now, Doctor?
Well, now Sean Connery has sadly passed away, I assume the universe and everyone in it will gradually fade from existence. Right about...
Now, in a new series of Past Meets Present, we have iconic individuals showing their affinity for 21st century culture. This week, we're delighted to have Sir Winston Churchill in the studio, performing a segment we're calling Sir Winston Sings the Hits. Take it away, Sir Winston.
Honey came in and caught me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this. We were both caught making love on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All the time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me. She caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. Saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even had her in the shower. It wasn't me. She even caught me on camera. It wasn't me. Saw the marks on my shoulder. It wasn't me. Heard the words that I told her. It wasn't me. Heard those screams getting louder. It wasn't me. Gonna tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused. I've been listening to your reason. It makes no sense at all. We should tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused. You may think you're a player, but you're completely lost. That's why I sing. Honey came in and she caught me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this. We were both caught making love on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All the time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
Well, how about that? It's not every day you get the mental image of Sir Winston thrusting away, let loose inside your noggin. Join us next week for another edition of Past Meets Present with me, generic white male.
Ding dang do, that's all we've got time for you. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time on The Wireless Show. Ta-ta now.